So you are a self-taught videographer, director, powerhouse
Right,
is what
right.
I'm gonna call it.
Yes.
You do a lot.
Thank you.
You do a lot. How long have you been doing this?
Rough, like I guess professionally, I would say like 3 years, but like starting off period like 5 to 6 years, roughly.
5 to 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
What put you into that professional realm?
Having to feed myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like having to take life seriously and be like, okay, I need to like do something, because when I was in high school and getting out, I had no idea what I was gonna do at all, and I was like, I gotta do something.
Yeah. So this is like your career.
Right.
You can't see yourself doing anything else.
I have never thought of doing anything else, so no.
Since the age of 14, right?
I started. Well, okay. At the age of 14, I was in a band, so that's when I started doing that. And then at the age of 17, 18, like probably like 18 is when I picked up a camera.
What kind of band were you in?
A hardcore band, a post-hardcore band.
Post-hardcore. What would you compare it to, band-wise? Korn.
More like kind of
I know
like
nothing about hardcore anything.
Yeah, I don't know, like more like hardcore, like screaming, but like with singing in it too. So I guess like.
Did you sing?
No. I did like backup vocals.
Backup vocals.
Yeah, but I would say it was kind of like more like a Day to Remember. Mm-hmm. That's like a good comparison.
Okay, I've heard like one song, probably their most popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was looking at your videos most recently, I was looking at a lot of like the same patterns, but there was all of this creative direction that couldn't necessarily be explained. I feel like it's a very signature you style, and I kind of want to know more about that.
A lot of like I grew up on like a lot of like video games and like computer just stuff, just a lot of like digital and virtual, and like I wasn't into sports. I know nothing about it. Unfortunately, like yeah, right. But I was blessed to like kind of have an ear for sound, and I caught on to music super early. Going through that whole era of where like computers were getting popular and things like that is a super big influence on like kind of the art direction and creative direction. I kind of
I know I spoke to you earlier about like the nostalgic vibes that I get with a lot of your music videos, and it kind of reminds me of my childhood, and I'm sure that's why people are so attracted to it. Not only because you're just a great director and things like that,
appreciate it,
but also because it, like when you look at your videos, you're like, damn, this reminds me of that one time I scraped my knee like with my brothers. It's like, it's interesting. It's like your coloration and the way you fade in and fade out. And I think you just had a video POV for Ted, actually. That pixelation, I don't get it. I really don't, but I really dig it.
See, with that one, I was kind of like going for like a disintegration type vibe, like like.
How did you even like what part of your brain does that hit to you think like, you know what, I'm gonna put this in this video? Like, how does that?
I think a lot in colors. So what you say is interesting. Like things like Nickelodeon, like how they branded the color orange and things like that. Like like seeing things like that growing up, really helped me out. And I play a lot with colors in my videos, so that was like a really big thing. Just playing with the colors and like seeing that color and just getting that idea from that color, and
So I know you have some people who work with you, Trippyville. Anyone else that is kind of like in your realm? Also, did he make your logo?
He actually did create this. Trippyville created this. Credits to him.
That is
so detailed. That was the start. Yeah, that was the start of me doing anything. So I would say definitely like Ted is a big part of it too. Ted, he's also an artist.
You do a lot of his videos.
Yeah, he goes by Top Boy Theo, whatever you want to go. My homie Walter as well. He helps me out a lot. Like just with directing and just being on set. So like it's like a couple of us. We kind of have like a team, low key, but I don't really like make it so it's too much of a burden on them because I know it's like a lot to handle sometimes.
Yeah.
So I kind of just take care of everything and like the loose ends. I'm just like, yo, can you help me with this? And it works out, you know.
So you're not just doing it all on your own.
Not all on my own. Like I mean, as far as the business goes, the business aspect of things and setting up the shoots and communicating with the client and all of that stuff. That's all me. As far as like editing and shooting and just putting together everything, that's all me. But when I need to get some advice as far as direction goes and location, I'll go to like a person like Ted,
Yeah.
or even JP, a lot Trippyville, If I need to get like some sort of like masking effect or something just a little more extra spice to it, I'll go to Trippyville and like ask him, yo, can you add your touch to this? And he'll add his touch and I'll probably go back and add a touch on top of his touch. And so it works. And just like needing an extra hand on set, just like carrying equipment and stuff and just directing the people on like, oh, you need to do this better. Like I definitely carry on like people like Walter because, he's a big help. So we have like a little like system,
Yeah, that's really good.
It's cool. The Tribe Center.
The Tribe Center, that's dope. Where do you see yourself going in Orlando?
Well, I kind of just see myself eventually like moving out of Orlando. I wouldn't say like fully like just like leaving it behind, but like moving on to like different places and spreading like kind of like the legacy I'm carrying. But
where would you go?
I don't know. I want to go to London, honestly. Because my cousin, he lives out there. He's a big rapper out there, actually.
Oh, yeah, you have family out in the UK.
Yeah, my cousin's actually a big rapper in the UK. He does songs with, like, Rihanna, Chris Brown. Like, his name's Chip. He was on Skepta's album, I think the last one. Yeah. So that's I want to go out there, like, kind of explore the scene.
How long would you stay out there for?
Maybe, like, a year or two.
A year would be nice.
But I love, like, just the weather and here. So I don't know, honestly. So I'm just kind of, like, taking life as it goes, like.
Do you think that's important as an artist?
I think it is, but I think what really makes me the artist I am is kind of going about things day by day. So I kind of just have a basic structure of, like, how I want to see myself, but, there's no limitations. Anything can happen.
What do you do when you're overwhelmed?
I stop and I just kind of like listen to music, honestly. Yeah, I have to do that because otherwise I'll just like end up, I don't even know, yelling or something. But yeah. I'm really not a violent person, so I don't do anything crazy. But I don't know, like I kind of got to just like stop what I'm doing, come back to it. I do that a lot with videos. Like I'll get to a point, I'll stop and I'll come back when I'm seeing things from a different point of view.
That's fair. When people come to you with these ideas for their videos, how much input do you have on
them? I think really that stems from, it depends on like where they came from, like how did they find out about me, If they found out about me through like kind of like one of the bigger platform artists I've worked with, I think it's more of like me putting the input in because they kind of want me to do for them what I did for that person.
Yeah.
But if it's like just like they just have heard my name, it's just a reference, this or that. It's more of they're giving me their input. Like I said before, I'm meeting them at the middle, and when I do meet them at the middle, sometimes they'll back up a little bit and be like, "Well, take the wheel."
You were recently, what was it? Were you nominated for an award from Moo magazine?
Yeah. The best videographer of the year, I think.
Yeah. Did they get the results for that yet?
No, I think the award ceremony is the 31st of March, so there's actually going to be a ceremony. Like,
are you going to go?
Yeah, it's in Tampa. I'm going to go.
That's pretty dope.
Support, because some of my other homies are nominated.
That's really dope. How do you even become a part of something like that? Do people just like...
I'll be real with you. It's funny. Because I went to the first Moo Magazine Awards because, like, one of my friends was nominated, and I would see, like, some of the bigger directors there and stuff. And then I was kind of just on Twitter, and, like, I saw they released, like, oh, yeah, these are the nominees. And I was just going through it, and I just saw my name on there. I was like, what? I was like, oh, true? Like, yeah. I was like, cool. So it'll be interesting to see.
Orlando is just popping right now.
Yeah, Orlando is...
It really is. We have such a weird, cool, artistic scene happening right now. And I don't think we've had that in a really long time.
Yeah, like, I think it's really good for the city, though, because it's, like, bringing things a lot more to light. Like, the city's a lot more colorful now,
Yeah, it really is. It feels a lot better here.
It does.
It really does.
I can breathe now.
Yeah. Like before we were all choking. All right, Charles. Thank you so much for
Oh, no
doing
problem.
this.
Not a problem. Thank you guys again.
What's your social media?
At Charles Wheatle. That's Charles Wheatle, like the Pokemon, but Wheatle. So that's on everything, Charles Wheatle, and follow the Chive Center. Chive Center, all one word.
All right,
Like
thanks so much, dude.
Thank you.
Good.